Yes, there we go. Ha 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 ha. So there we go. Now you should be able to hear me, right, Renee? All right, everybody, you can hear me. So, greetings from the car. That's right. No power still. We did have power briefly. Another storm rolled through this morning. About it was probably between 4 and 5, and survived that one. Looks like we did take a little damage to the house. It looks like some fascia board came off and some gutter in that, so easily repairable. But that is, it looks to be the extent of our damage. Some people got it way, way, way worse. It looked like it was the E2 or F2 tornado, not too far from us, and kind of did a lot of destruction. We had the winds, and they were about a couple miles from us, said that it was like 90 miles an hour, and moved our gazebo about 2 foot from its base, and kind of threw some stuff about the yard. So, um, yeah, we had a little destruction, not horrible by any means, but still enough to upset you. Where are we? We're back. So here's what we're going to run into, because there is no power. There's no internet. Everything is done cellular. So this is amazing to deal with. Let's talk about orders and stuff. So I have, the great thing about when we set this all up is to um, is I wanted to make sure that if we had a catastrophic failure, if something happened, we had plans in place to be able to help people out. And we do have that in place, and that is being enacted today. So if you have a rush order, we were getting those out today. We have a partner that's working with us, and that was one of the great things about for me, was when I selected the company to work with. Hey, if we have a catastrophic failure, are you able to help us out? And they are. So our company, the manufacturer that we purchased from, is able to print and ship our rush orders for us today. Now, I thought, last night we got power back on about 9 o'clock or so. So we were without it for, a good 10, 12 hours yesterday. And it came back, and we thought we were going to be great, and we'd hit the ground running today and go, gangbusters on stuff, balls to the wall, get stuff printed out. This morning, after that second storm came through, I started getting artwork, everything set up so we could go right into printing. And yeah, it is. It's not the greatest thing right now. So it is. It's tough. There are a couple things that we're trying to accomplish as far as what we're able to figure out, but hey, we're working through it. It is a struggle. We have a 250 piece shirt order that is allegedly due tomorrow morning. We were hoping to have it done yesterday, but power did not cooperate with that. So yeah, now we took that to Corey's parents' house and started pressing it on that, and then I found a mistake. Or Corey found a mistake. So that means, yeah, I need to reprint some stuff. Guess what I was going to do this morning? Get that taken care of. So that threw a wrench and stuff, and I misspelled something. I turned piece to peach. That's amazing. Which, easy enough. Cut out the H, add an E, but you can't print anything. That makes it tough. The other obstacle is, yeah, not having this power. How can I make that work? So in my head, the next resort is to grab the Graph Tech, and we're going to cut that. We're going to cut that E out of vinyl, and it's just going to be. It is what it is. Originally, they didn't need the shirts until Saturday, and then it got pushed back to Friday, and then it was Thursday, and they really wanted to try and get them today. And we're gonna do our best to make that happen. But what can you do, right? What can you do? How do you go about it? Mother Nature, we have no control, right? We don't have control over what's happening with things like that. You know, when internet drops, when power drops, what's the best thing you can do is just roll with it. So yeah, that's what we're doing. So my 5 things today: just survive all damn day. That's my thing. If power came back right now, golden, right? We don't know when it's coming back. How do I factor in what stuff gets shipped out? Because I can send this stuff to for our rush jobs. We'll lose money on every rush job that we do, which that's just part of it. But you know how upset I'll be the minute I send that, and then 10 minutes later, they'll start running production on it, or even an hour later, we get power back. It's just part of it. So we've got the DTF side taken care of. I did talk to somebody that can help me out with on the decal side of things. The problem is they're also backlogged, so it's gonna push things back a little bit farther. So when I say a little bit farther, it might be 2 or 3 days. Well, at that point, we can do it, because during all of this, prior to this, we started having an issue with our EcoSolvent printer, and so had a head soak for 2 days. And it'll print stuff great, and then all of a sudden it'll just start getting really garbagey, and especially on blues. So if it's a lot of blue design, it's throwing crap into the white part of the design. So not good there. It's also doing it on some of the black, and it's done it before, and it would clear up after a cleaning, but this time not so much. So I think the head might officially be dead. So there's another, I don't know, $800, $900 that we got to do. It's part of owning the business, right? Is you make the best of what you have, and you keep pushing, and you go from there. But this is real life. Like, it's not all fun and games. You can't make everything work the way you want all the time, and the only thing that you can do is succeed with it. So it definitely throws a few wrenches in the works for it. But hey, you know what? Let's check in. We haven't checked in to see how people are doing, and let's go with that. Let's see. Dawn, good morning to you. Darren, I wish we did have power back. We did briefly, and it was great. Jerry, I think I'm getting this figured out on the phone. Intro music, but I had to figure it out. I had to reload it, and then it would let me back into the screen for it. Barb's dealing with 26 and snowing up there in north central Minnesota. Like here, it's sprinkling. It's 55 degrees. We have no power, so I didn't even grab anything to drink because I don't want to open the fridge. Right, that's how it goes. Barb's 5 things: quotes, digitizing, continue to work on website updates, invoices, and turn on first quarter sales tax. That's a great thing to do. That's a great day right there. If you Facebook user, my goal today is to be at the gun store at 9 a.m. to buy what I've been saving up for. Hey, I don't know who you are, but congrats to you. You saved up and you're able to get something for it. Let's see. Nobody could hear me, but then we got back. Hey, Renee was letting me know that we're back there. Cody, good morning to you. Yeah, Don, it's been a while. If you check my page, we posted a few of the pictures that we've come across. We had a couple buildings that lost roofs. Um, our addition, where we're at, right next to our addition, is a commercial district, and it's got Walmart and Lowe's and what else is over there. There's a couple other things that are over there, Applebee's and things like that. Semi ended up on its side. I think a pallet of mulch was chewed up and destroyed because that stuff is everywhere over there. The big signs that are out front, those are destroyed. Telephone poles were snapped. Um, there was a what's the chicken place? Popeyes. There's a Popeyes that was about I don't know, city block wise 2 blocks away than from where their sign ended up at. So it was there. Next door to the place, the roof was peeled off. The rooftop units were tore out. Um, I know this might be a bad time to look at it, but over there at Lowe's, they had all their grills and everything outside, and it would just look like a jumbled mess. So now I'm wondering, scratch and dent sale, can I get a new grill? So might have to venture over there when power comes back. Uh, we had a couple buildings that were destroyed up by, kind of another area from us. Lots of trees up and out. It was crazy because it happened so quick. I was actually on a call with somebody yesterday morning when it happened, because yesterday the morning storm was supposed to be a little storm, and we were supposed to get a big storm that came through last night into overnight, and that one really didn't amount to much of anything. So we weren't really prepared for the first one, and then I actually was on the call. I'm like, I think the deck box just hit the house because it was a big thud, and that was the only thing I could think of. And then that was it. We lost power. So of course I go outside, because that's what every smart Midwesterner does, right? When it's like that, and you're not expecting it, you go see what's going on. And that's when I noticed, I'm like, ooh, it got part of the hot tub stuff is all moved, and the deck box is all over. And I got to look, and I said, is the gazebo moved too? And, we kind of looked, and we're like, yeah, it moved like 2, 3 feet off. Kind of bent part of it up. So we got it back mostly where it needs to go. And, that thing was assessed after everything's there. We did see part of a fascia board and gutters that was tore off. So that'll be, fixed this weekend or whenever it gets nice out. But it was crazy. We started looking at more areas of stuff, and when they said, "Hey, a tornado most likely touched down here," it was a scary day for that, because then after that, it was just assess what can happen, what's going on, how do we make things. And so that's when we packed up, took stuff up to Corey's parents' house, and started working. And last night, when we got power back, we said, "Hey, do we pack it all back up and head home, or do you want to finish it up here?" And we're like, well, we could pack it up here, and then what happens if power goes back out? Then we have to load it back up there. She goes, well, what if they lose power? I said, well, it's all here now. Let's just worry about that. So great thinking on Corey's part, just to leave it there so she can go take care of power up there, which is, go taking care of that stuff up there. Use the internet, use whatever we need, and then I can start sending artwork to where it needs to go. But yeah, this is gonna be a slower week for us. I'm hoping that we get power back soon, but we'll see how it all plays out. Let's see. Renee said, "Morning students woke me up at 4:15 with my earplugs in. Glad you guys are as good as you are." Yeah, but there was two different batches of them. I think one came through early, which might have been the one, and that one I slept right through. The one that you're probably getting right now was the one that this morning one that was it was rocky road, and man, there was the thunder, it was the boomers, it was it was some craziness out there. It was bright white lightning, it was nuts. And when that one went away, I'm like, okay, cool. Got up, took a shower, everything was fine, and I said, all right, cool, we're able to start working. And so that's when I started setting up artwork to get all that done. And then magnificently, yeah, we just lost power just because, and we don't know why. We don't know why we lost power. Yeah, it's rough to go through a storm. Um, this is the third one that we've been through here. Um, First one that did not end up with a tree on the roof, so that's a plus. Um, his first one, was, I think, 2010. And Corey said a tree came through and it broke off the mast of where the electrical pole was, and sent water straight down the electrical panel and fried it out. So they were without power for about a week at that time. Uh, we dealt with it. Was it 2020? Was when we ended up with the tree on the house, and it took us about a year to get everything fixed, because hey, it was 2020 and everything was out of stock, and it was bad news. But we got that, and now this one here. So luckily we haven't had a lot of major damage. No fatalities, no injuries, everything like that. It's a house that can be rebuilt, so we're plus one on that. Let's see, what are we going thing? Let's see. Sound is back there. Next round is on. Anyone taking care of decals? I do believe I have somebody to take care of it. I just think their production schedule is a little longer than mine. So if anybody needs anything ASAP, I'm not sure. I'll, I'll have more information today to know if it's going to work or not, but I'll keep you updated on that. How do I get shirts from you? And can you get 5X when all this clears? Just email us, Don. Email us what you need and what you're looking for, styles, sizes, colors, and then we can get you a quote on that. So easy enough. We can help you out on that. Rhonda, I say this after every storm because we have a generator that will take care of some of the smaller things, but not enough to take care of everything. On the printer part, on the DTF side, it's 220. So we keep saying, yep, we'll get one. It's worth spending the $8,000-$10,000 that we need to power everything. But how often, it's that good insurance to have, and we think about it after you lose power. But then it's like, oh yeah, how often are we going to use it? It's been used 3 times in the last 15 years. So you go back and forth on it. Does it make sense? Does it not make sense? And yeah, it's probably one of those things that we need to look at and go from there. And here's the other thing too. Like when I'm telling you things are taken care of and we got it and everything will be fine, just trust the process on that. I've got a couple people that have said, well, I need to cancel my order because I need it. And I said, well, here's the deal. One, you didn't select any rush options. So if you ordered something on um, Monday or Tuesday and you assume that you would have it by Friday, that's on you. If you have certain days that you need stuff in hand, you need to be making sure to check the rush options, and that's for production and that's for shipping. Because if you don't, remember our normal production is 3 to 5 business days, and then shipping, we use UPS ground, so that could be another 3 to 5 days. So on the long side of things, it could be 10 business days, 2 weeks before you got your stuff, and we would still be within our time frame of doing it. If you need it sooner, you need to make sure that you are getting that you're selecting those rush options. And anybody that has a rush job out there now, yes, we have those in place. Those are getting sent off. They're going to get printed and shipped out today, so you will have them. So we're getting squared away on those. Um, and Rhonda, yeah, get it now, it never goes out. So that's exactly what I'm thinking. Can you hear those dings when everything's going off? Like, just quit sending me messages, folks. Give me a second. Uh, Cindy, oh, you don't have power either, Cindy? Your 5 things, the same as you. No power, no bunnies. I still need to figure out where my garbage can ended up, and I gained part of somebody's gazebo yesterday. Yeah, some of the stuff, um, as we drove around, we noticed, because it was garbage day for some people, and it looked like a war zone because the garbage is just everywhere. It was just scattered, and there was like, what can you do in that instance? Like, it's not your neighbor's fault, but why am I cleaning up all this trash out of my yard that's not mine? It's just crazy, crazy, crazy. She'll just check to see if you got my decal order last week. I haven't seen an invoice. That one does not ring a bell, Michelle. I know we talked about one prior. Um, I'll double check emails and see. Did you send an email or did you put it through the site? Let me check on that. Let's see, where else were we? Kelly thinks she's got window perf job. Sweet. Stickers. Awesome. 800 medals to engrave. Awesome. 4, 2 signs, and 5 quotes. Love that. And Curtis says it's 28 and calm in central Kansas. Yeah, right now it is not nice at all. Cody said if I ever need a backup for the DTF printer, please reach out. We absolutely will, Cody. We had a good handful of people that reached out yesterday as soon as they saw that we were down. It was like, hey, if you need something, we can get it out for you. And I was like, awesome. I said I'll know more tomorrow because I wasn't really worried about much yesterday because I'm like, okay, as long as we get power back today, as long as I had it this morning, I knew that, we would just work through everything. All rush jobs would go out and start in production. Now, not having power this morning really throws it into a mix. So being able to reach out to, first off, our distributor really is stepping up to help us out, which is awesome. They said they could get stuff out, but it's always good to have backup plans, because you never know what's going to happen. There. I think you're keeping the string alive with the palm tree heater going down. Yeah, it just sucks, right? Yeah, Jerry, and that's just what it is. We just got to deal with it, right? That's all we got to do. With the way the weather is going on a regular basis, it would be a good investment. You could probably cover the cost of generator with the revenue you lost. So for a whole house generator, we're going to be at about, I think the last time, and this was when, because technically, I'm certified to install it because if you didn't know, HVAC guy did all that and we installed them. And really, it's just some gas piping and some electrical stuff. Not, nothing like super crazy out there. Some switching. But my cost to do it back then, was like 7,000. Retail cost on it was about, the one that I'd want to get was about 12, 13,000. So I'm sure prices are now like 15,000. So yeah, that's a big chunk of change to put down on something, especially when there's other things that I want to do with that. You give me $10,000, I can put in a generator, or can I, redo a garage, insulate it, add electrical, add heating, air to that, and be good. So that's why it's always on that back burner there. Free says he's got 4 hours till the storms get there. Yeah, it was not. I'm just over it. All right. Renee said I sent 2 decal jobs through the site and haven't seen invoice either. Decals. I know yours are sitting there because I was waiting to get them, because yours, I actually printed it out, and that's when I noticed the issue with it, Renee, and that's when I noticed it on blue, because the one is square blue, and then that's when I'm like, okay, I can let it soak and I can get it out there. I'm going to reach out to who else I can go to on decals to see if they're able to get them out. What's in hand date on that stuff? And Michelle said it was there. I will go back. I'll go back and double check and see once I get to internet land. Well, I guess I could use my phone when we're off this and look and see. And then once I get internet, fire up laptop and do all that. So I will check on both of those for you. And Cody said, I just installed a whole house generator for a customer last week. And Cody, what was the cost on that? They said it's been, well, how long have I been out of the heating and air business now? 5 years? That sounds about right. Right? We're in 2013, funny. So was it 19, 18, 19? I've been out of there. But um, but yeah, I think it was there. So it's been about 5 years since I've been out, and I would rather spend that money. Yeah, I'd rather spend that money and convert the garage into the shop. Insulate it, run more electrical, put a heating and air system out there than on a whole house generator. But man, the squirrels are going crazy out there. I'm looking through the window watching the squirrels go nuts out there. Yeah, about 8 to 10K. Yep. So roughly where it is, because I think we were 10. On retail side it was 10 to 12K. So yeah, I could do it, but yeah, as soon as I did that, we'd never lose power again. But it is what it is, right? So yeah, this is my day. We'll get an update on power here we're supposed to get a power update at 9 to see where that is. Um, I'm going to we're gonna get Corey up to back and pressing shirts. Technically speaking, the van has a power inverter, so I could cut some vinyl in the van. What do you think about that? Yeah, I could cut some vinyl in the van, and then be good to go, Corey. And then we have that. But yeah, I've got to cut those. So I got to set some stuff up, do all that. We're waiting for the update. It would be nice if power came back here quick and would be right around there. But if you do have DTF, when if you have a rush order, those are gonna go out. I think there's only one real one that was like here, must have, must be right now type of thing. So I got to reset that artwork up and then get it out, and we will be good to go. But yeah, that's our day in a nutshell, man. It is there's thunder. I don't know. It's overcast. It is not amazing out, but that is our day. Another day of power. Yeah. What can I do, right? What can I do? Especially when it's everybody. That's the thing. Is it? If it was just me, then I would really be upset. But I think last I saw there was 4,000 that were still without power. And when it came back last night, I thought, all right, cool, we'll be rocking and rolling this morning. I'll be solid. And when it went out, it was just like a gut check. Like, come on. There wasn't wind. There wasn't anything. It was probably one of those damn squirrels got into something. And because of the big storm and that, everything else is being taken care of. So now we'll probably fall down that list. So who knows when it'll come back. But that's what we got going on. We're going to make the most of what we have, because that's what we do, right? We can't dwell, like I can't dwell on this. What can I do? Well, I go somewhere else that has internet, and I can still do artwork. I can still do all that. Cool. I can take a cutter and I can fire that up, and I can cut some vinyl because that would need to be for the job today. Corey's got 250 shirts to press, front and backs. That's going to be a project. Because the front location is a 2-press, maybe even a 3-press. Back location, single press, but now that I got a screw on the, I got a thing on the what? I got a thing on the what? I got a thing on the what? Now that I got a letter to cut out, I got to add those, so that will add going back to it. So yeah, good times were had by all. All right, we're gonna get here so we can get the kids packed up and get up to our parents' house. We can start working, and then we can go from there. What else can we do, right? And then there's my more alarms that are going off there. He said, yeah, all the lines in my sub are underground. Thankfully, we rarely lose power. Yeah, that's, if you live in an area with underground utilities, man, that is so nice, because you don't have, well, you do have the ugly poles, because it's mostly cable and telephone, but the important part, the power underground really, really makes sense. We had talked about, even when we did some stuff here, hey, can you put it underground? And they're like, what's it really going to matter? Like, doesn't really does much for you, because there's nothing here that can fall on it. So it is what it is. It needs to be coming in here. We're like, oh yeah, if you're the only one doing it. So yeah, that is a good thing to have. But we're gonna get out of here. We're gonna get to work. We're gonna move stuff around, and yeah, we're gonna go from there. So we're gonna get at. So thanks for listening to me today. We kept it on for a half an hour. We're gonna get in here. I'll keep you guys updated on things. The two that I need to reach out to, Michelle and Renee, I'll reach out to you guys on not artwork. Once I get settled in and I can go through emails and see where it is. Renee, I'm kind of on the hold pattern on yours, because yeah, it's we'll see. I'll see if I can have somebody else take care of it for you. I just need no in-hand date, so I'll text you on that. All right. You guys have an amazing, amazing day. Remember, things happen. Make the most of it. Peace, love, press on. We will see you guys next time.